and I briefly looked at the time of the Scorp video, and I don't think it will stay that way because it normally doesn't, but it did and at 41:51. So I was like, huh, all right, let me go peek. So I went in, Googled the 41:51. It's more of a Bible thing. But I will tell you, I need a sip of water. Hold on. I will tell you that it was it talked about Greek, a lot of Greek stuff, and I did mention working with the Greek goddesses, that type of stuff. It did mention something about 1971. It did mention something about your body, your soul leaving your body. Okay, so maybe that's what's happening too. You're going back in a different era. Okay, and it could be happening when you're sleeping. It could be happening in meditation. It could be happening in trance-like energy. It could have legitimately just happened to me while vibing, you guys. Okay, so go look up your own 41:51. It just talks about spirit. All right, it's like a Greek word for spirit. I forget what it's called. There's like 3 different definitions. But again, it did resonate to 1951, and then I did come across something that said 1849 when I had said 1949. But once again, I did say that would make you 70 something, right? And then once again, it took me right back to 71. See, I love numbers and synchronicities. Okay, like I'm telling you, like they're no joke. They really do count. They are accountable. Okay, so it probably, like I said, when it's done processing, it might not stay at the 41:51, but that I was just pulled to go and check out that number for you. Okay, so, and you are working with Greek mythology. It talks a lot about the Trinity, the mind, body, soul. Some of you for sure, like I said, are leaving your souls, and that's what's happening with that whole past life thing. But not a bad thing. Like it's like leaving a soul that no longer served you. That also has a lot to do with why I want to come back and talk about the whole universe thing. Okay, that can be part of the topic too. But it's like you don't get a brand new soul. Well, you do and you don't. It's a whole nother subject. But like I said, like even me reading that scenario for you, I could have been taken out of that dimension and brought into the fifth dimension just to read for you. Okay, on a conscious level, a different type of conscious. There's so many different types of conscious. So if you're pulled to the 41:51 like I was, research it, look into it a little more. I literally just clicked on a couple different links to see what it was all about, and it's like extra confirmation of kind of what I was feeling for you guys. So I think it's beautiful when those synchronicities tell a story too. It's more than just numerology and being like, oh, it ends up being a 5 and there's massive change, and or certain numbers that bring harmony. It's way more than that. So you should usually get I believe it was Hebrew too, but you usually get sorry, I must have banged something packing up the car. The suitcase was heavy. I just got a piece of skin. It's gonna drive me nuts. I got it. Hebrew. Oh, biblical meanings, right? So, but if you're okay with looking into biblical meanings, I mean, I was raised Catholic. I don't tell myself I'm not Catholic anymore. It's not a thing. You can be any religion. You can be 3 different religions and study whatever it is you want to study and combine all 3 of them and use that type of knowledge to inspire or something. You know what I mean? But I just know for some of you with that Scorpion vibe reading I just did, and if you were really in tune with that one and it really kind of made sense to you, because when I do some reads like this, sometimes I'm like, huh? Like some days it can be all about this, and then other days it's whoa, right? So if you're vibing with that, I would look up the 41:51. And I would also, when it's done processing, look at the final time and break it down in numerology, or go look up the biblical meaning as well. Okay. So I could have been talking to a lot of people who, it's the Hebrew religion. Who knows? So I love you guys. I love how I felt the 49. I thought that was pretty cool. And something about the 70s. And the first one was 1970. So just, ooh, these bugs are relentless. Go do your research, especially if you vibed with it, okay? I love you guys so much. I'll see you in a little while. I just wanted to update you. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Bye.